Good morning, comic fans. You're with the Comic Pusher at the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic gaming store. Hi, Steve Fisher. Good to see you this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, Steve, you said you moved to Virginia recently. I don't know if I have your new Virginia address or not, but please text that to me or email me or something with your new address so I can get your prize winnings up to you. I know I'm slow to react. I'm sorry. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a great, hey, Chuck at Comic List. Oh, I'm sorry, I got an itchy nose this morning. Hope everybody's doing great. It's hitting so close to Christmas. What a wonderful time of year. Everybody's so nice to each other at this time of year. Don't forget to be nice to your local comic shops. And be sure to take them up on their great sales, including ours that will be coming up. Thank you, Steve. Will be coming up soon. In fact, today, our Now to New Year sale starts today. Let me just start right off by showing you what all is going to be on sale at the Comics Club, the brick and mortar, not the website, for the next, until New Year's Eve. We'll be closed Christmas Day and we'll be closed New Year's Day. We always close. We start the new year always with a day off for the family. So we've done that ever since we started the Comics Club, all the way back in when we started at retail, which was in 1994. So anyway, we'll be closed Christmas Day and New Year's Day, but we will be open New Year's Eve until 4 p.m. and Christmas Eve until 4 p.m. And this sale runs from now until the end of the month. And let me just show you. This is the flyer. Let me show you the absolutely wonderful things that we have on sale. You can go ahead and screenshot this or go back and look at it, freeze it, whatever you want to do to get the information. It'll also be on our Facebook page in a little while, but you guys get a heads up early always, of course. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you on the lineup there. Hope you're having a great week. Let's see here. There we go. So this is all the stuff that we have on sale. As you can see, wall books. So we've been telling everybody our wall books were not going to be on sale this time, but of course we lied. They are on sale. And as you can see, we have games are on sale, graphic boxes are on sale, short boxes, all games and gaming accessory, board games, card games, miniature battle games, dice games, puzzles. All of our Funko Pops are 25% off. All of our statues are 25% off. All of our Batmobiles, those are the coolest toys. You got to come in and see if you haven't seen them. All of our lunch boxes, too. And we got a buy one, get one half price on trade paperbacks and graphic novels. Sorry about this commercial, guys, but I got to do it. And we're BOGO on regular back issues, posters, DVDs, and Blu-ray movies, which we have a ton of from the last collection we acquired that had a ton of those in there. So that's everything that we have on our sale going on. Let me get back to here. All right. So I hope you guys will take advantage of this sale. And don't forget, if you're a subscriber or discount club member, you get an extra 5% off those percentage discounts. So wall books, 25% off. Okay. You could just turn it around, flip it on eBay and make a profit. So get in here and have to find some birthday gifts for myself at the Comics Club. I think you should, Chuck. I mean, the Comics Club's a great place to find gifts for yourself, birthday and otherwise, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, whatever your thing is. So there we go. That's our sale. And I also want to show you something else because my daughter is just so creative. Okay, so let's see if I can share this, share screen. I'm going to ignore that phone call. So what happens under the mistletoe stays under the mistletoe. Okay. Now I want to show you something. This thought came to my head, the mistletoe, but it's not a new thought. I went and looked it up, and all kinds of people have missles on toads that they put out at Christmas time. Mistletoe. So I drew up this sketch. What happens under the mistletoe stays under the mistletoe. And my daughter, in her amazing talent, because I have no talent like that, but she created that, and I sent her a text, sent her a picture of what I wanted her to do, and within 15 minutes, she was back to me with this art that she created herself on her computer. She drew the frog and everything. She's just an amazingly talented young woman, and I'm so proud of her. And that was so much fun, little project for me and her to do. And I told her, do whatever you want with this mistletoe, but she said I should use it as a decoration in the store. So I think I'll print some out later on and put them up. Okay, I've talked long enough. I've used up our first 5 minutes with all this other stuff, and I haven't even got to the comics yet. And what do we got here? This stack is, in stature of height alone, not super impressive. Only about 8 inches, I'm afraid. The smallest stack being DC this week, which in the past had dwarfed Marvel several times. Marvel not so big itself, and even the indies, but it's the quality of the comics that we've got going here this week. And somebody told me I should start with the comics and leave the variants for last. But this show isn't really about building up, revenue for me. It's for fun to relate information to the customers. Not everybody has a lot of time. I do the variants up front so everybody knows those are for a lot of customers, those are the most important ones. They want to see those variants and see which ones they might want to come in and get. Might be Santa calling? Yes, absolutely. If he is, he can leave a message. So anyways, we always put out those variants first come, first serve, and we're going to probably continue putting them at the beginning of the show. I think we're going to do the Wheel of Winners toward the end of the show in the future, but I think we'll keep the variants up front. These things could change. I don't know. I just do the show as a courtesy to the customers, and it's fun for me too. I love doing it. I want everybody to be able to see before they come in what's hitting the stands, and believe me, I could sleep in until 10:30 if if you find you're not really getting anything out of the show, just say so. But I think we're all finding it fun, and I'll continue doing it. Been doing it since 2019, as a matter of fact, quite a while. In fact, I think this month marks. Does this month mark the time we first started it? Anyway, quite a while back. I'll have to go back and look and see when we did our very first episode. I have to go back and look at it. Probably was pretty cheesy, maybe even more cheesy than this one. So what do we got today? We got the DC Connect catalog. It's come in. These were sporadically coming in. Sometimes they fall under our radar. Good morning. How you doing there, Juggernaut? But we got it in now. So anybody who's been, hey, where's the new DC Connect? New comic book day there, Mr. Conrad. You got to be in the comics club this week because we got some great stuff coming in, including this absolute Green Lantern, the first story arc gathered together without fear. It collects the first, I believe, 6. Is it the first 6 issues? Yeah, 1 through 6. We also have it in trade paperback as well. Hardcover, trade paperback, whatever your pleasure. That's the new absolute Green Lantern, and all the absolutes has just been taking the comic industry by storm. I mean, fans have just fallen in love with Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman, the Absolute Green Lanterns, and Absolute Flash. We also have Absolute Martian Manhunter, one of the weirdest comics and most enjoyable that I've read in a long time, but very strange stuff. And the artwork's absolutely amazing. So, are you a retro fan? I'm a fan of retro things, all things retro. Look at this latest issue of Retro Fan. It's got Adam West on it and all kinds of great stuff inside. We even got some Christmas stuff in there. Why not? Indiana Jones. But, the article on Adam West is in-depth, and it has a lot of good stuff in there. So if you haven't picked up the latest issue, or if you wanted to add this to your subscription service, we'll be happy to add this title. It is Retro Fan. I've been reading it for years, and I love it. And I get no kickback from them. Just so you know. All right, what happened there? The screen just went sideways on me. All right, where are we here? Let's get to this latest offering by Eerie Magazine, number 5. The 5th frightful issue. Absolute Green Lantern. I had heard it was going to be a horror comic. I haven't been reading the Absolute Green Lantern since the very first few issues. So I don't know where it's going or what it's going to be, but a horror? That's not a bad idea, I guess. The Green Lantern's up against horrific monsters. That would be interesting. I also heard the TV show is supposed to be basically Earth-based. So we'll see what happens with that. All right. Shall we get into the variant covers? We've got a few variants from each different category, Indies, Marvel, and DC. G.I. Joe, a real American hero. Number 3. Wait. Well, I'll show you that one. It's a 1 in 10, but I forgot to show you these. Look at these new Marvel graphic boxes that came in. Oh, cool. There's that. And then this other side. It's a 2-sided one. I like those 2-sided ones. There's that one. And there's another one. Here we go. Hulk smash everything. Don't want him smashing your comic books, though. Protect your comic books with Hulk. He'll smash anything that comes near your comic books. That's a great box, huh? Hulk smash everything. All right. Venom and Hulk, new offerings from Marvel's graphic boxes. What great fun stuff, eh? All right, back to the variant covers. Transformers 27. This is a 1 in 25. You know you need that. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 13. That's a 1 in 25. Look at that awesome cover. It's a virgin cover. And it is just great. We see today the return of Darkness, which is, part of that whole world that grew out of Image Comics and also combined with that Witchblade world. So let's hold the same world there now. This is Darkness number 1, the new series. That's a virgin cover, 1 in 20. So 1 in 10. So 1 in 10. And we also have this by Mac cover. This absolutely incredible Mac cover. Darkness number 1. That's a 1 in 25. How you doing there, Two Gun? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us today. Hope all is well. Up where you're at. Where are you at, I think? Where are you at? Ohio? I don't remember. I know you're somewhere up north, Two Gun. Where are you at? This is Ultimate Spider number 23, 1 in 25. That's a good classic Spider-Man pose there. And speaking of Amazing Spider-Man, we have Amazing Spider-Man number 17, a 1 in 25. Dodson cover. I love Dodson's art. Him and his wife are a team. I don't know if she or he worked on this one, but Terry Dodson is on there, on the name, Terry Dodson. Ultimate Wolverine number 12, 1 in 25. As well as the Infernal Hulk number 2, 1 in 25. That's a great cover. But he has nice teeth, eh? The Infernal Hulk. I guess it's all that gamma radiation keeps the cavities away. Absolute Batman number 15. This is the Joker. Everybody's been waiting for this. This is a 1 in 25. And, Absolute Batman has gone crazy. Not only is the story just so well received, but we originally had 3 Absolute Batman number 1s cover A's slabbed. Last year, the first one we got in sold for about $80, $90 or something like that. The next one sold for $100, and the next one sold for $120. And we actually got a 4th one because that one sold for $175 3 weeks ago. Recently online, a number 1 cover A, Absolute Batman 9.8, sold for $400, and one currently up there for $300 some. So it has dramatically jumped up in value. If you own an Absolute Batman, if it's good enough to get slabbed, I highly recommend it because it is just shooting up in value. And if you do hold one and you don't want to slab it, that's fine too. The raw ones are going for almost $100. So be sure to protect that comic book. Be sure to protect it. So that was Absolute Batman 1 in 25, but there is another Absolute Batman that we have in, and it is the Absolute Batman number 15, 1 in 25, 1 in 50. I mean, this is 1 in 50. Yeah, this is 1 in 50. It's the one by, I believe is it Jacques? I don't know the artist, but this one shot up already. We'll see what happens to this. I don't think it lasts 5 minutes in the store this morning after I open the door. We'll see what happens. I know some people asked about it yesterday and asked what time I open. So if you have your eye on that, I would recommend you get here early. You might want to be standing outside the door anytime soon. Who knows? Because it's the first one in the door. First one in the door who asked for that is the one who's going to get it. Well, it pays for it. I have to pay the bills. Speaking of paying the bills, if you want to become a Patreon supporter of the Comic Book Pusher, you can do that on our Patreon page. Let's go to Patreon, find the Comic Book Pusher, the Comics Club. And any contribution you can make was very helpful. They raised the price on everything last year, and oh my gosh. Thank you for your support because we need it to keep this thing going. Captain Henry and the Graveyard of Time, number 2. I love the fun stuff that comes out of Dark Horse Comics. Magic the Gathering has a comic book. It is Untold Stories of Elspeth, and this is issue number 2. I want a magic spear like that. Miss Truesdale and the Rise of Man, #1. That's interesting. Lower Decks, the Star Trek story about the rank and file members of Star Trek. And Star Trek New World, The Seeds of Salvation, is up to #4. And we have this cool photo cover with his wow. Look at the hair on this guy. That is some wild hair. I guess that's all the rage in the future. There's also this cover. Street Sharks, got to watch out for them. They're out there, Street Sharks. This is issue #3. Gotta love that, huh? Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is up to issue #2. Remember the Nickelodeon show? And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #13 has something very special about it beyond just the variant cover, which I showed you just moments ago, which was this cover, only in virgin form. And this awesome cover, look at that. And this one too, got a Christmas theme. A lot of fun going on there and ice skating there. And this one, blind bag. What could you get? You could get one of these, you could get one of these, or you could get something super special. So you could get a common, you could get something super rare. It's the luck of the draw, and these babies retail at $4.99. I only have a handful of them, so if you're interested, get yourself in here and get yourself one. I highly recommend it. Vampirella Armageddon, issue #6. There's our cosplay girl. She's going to catch a cold. Linsner, gotta love him. And that one. And that one. Kind of reminds you of Marilyn Monroe there, you know. All right, that was an interesting cover by Linsner there. So, Free Planet, issue #7. This wild sci-fi trip. Witchblade, you know, to complement Darkness, #1. This is Witchblade #17. That is a strange image behind her there. The stained glass woman with a strange goat with strange horns that looks dead. Very weird. So Shiver suspense stories. Chills, Shiver, Suspense Stories. This is volume 2, issue #1. It also has a cover with a Christmas theme. I don't know if the stories inside are or not, but probably. And there's that one. Oh, what happens under the mistletoe stays under the mistletoe. Did you catch the mistletoe earlier? You didn't? Oh, here, have a look. Here's the mistletoe. What happens under the mistletoe stays under the mistletoe. My daughter drew that art. All right, moving on. We've got Assorted Crisis Events #7. And Stake #3. If you're wondering what Stake presents Jessamy. And this is a vampire story, if you hadn't figured that out. This is Darkness #1, the regular covers. And yes, if you were hoping that maybe please that they did Mac on a regular cover, let's see if they did. Did they? Well, there it is. So if you're hoping to get that Mac cover, there it is. There, I don't have many. That's the main cover. And draw your own cover. Autograph it, whatever you want to do. We got a blank cover. Did they give us the regular cover on the inside? Some do, some don't. This one does not, but it does give you that. Pretty cool. All right. From this world of Spawn, we have Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger. #11. That guy didn't have a chance, eh? Defenders of the Earth, #1, Dark Destiny. Defenders of the Earth, Dark Destiny, #1. Look, burning them all to the stake, including, look at the Phantom in there. The first superheroes in comic strips. The first superhero in comic strips, G.I. Joe, number 323. He's a real American hero, you know? That guy. Geiger, number 19. Having a nuclear explosion. Now listen, nuclear explosions on covers is a thing. There's people out there who only collect those, so they'll be happy to see that today. And there's people who collect these, the checkerboards across the top. I don't know who they are, but they're out there, and they collect those too. So this show has already been apparently got a show coming up. This is from the creator of what's his name? I've gone blank on it. John Wick. From the creator of John Wick, the guy who created John Wick, I believe, or the director. He was involved in John Wick, but he's got a comic book called Ordained, and this is already going to have a show. Ordained. Something about a priest. I haven't read it yet. It's on my stack. We'll get to it. You guys will probably get to it first and probably spoil it for me, but that's okay. It's an occupational hazard I have. Transformers, number 27. People talk about comic books in the store all the time. I do it too, and then accidentally spoil things for people. It's a hazard when you're in comic shops. We try not to let that happen, but occasionally it does. I'll tell you what. Let's jump over to DC and its stack. Everybody wants to see what the regular covers of the Batman, Absolute Batman number 15 with the Joker is going to look like. I know some of you have already seen it. Maybe some of you haven't. I'll be showing you here at the bottom of this stack. But in the meantime, we have the Green Lantern Corps, number 11. This is great. She's projected an image of Superman, and all the bullets are bouncing off of him. That's pretty clever. Oh, your own cutout doll thing. I know we all like those. Cutout dolls. I can't get past a week in a comic shop without wondering, where's all the cutout dolls? I'm so glad we have some. Supergirl. Yes, it's Supergirl. Strange visitor from another planet who came to Earth with powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal women. Supergirl. Who could change the course of mighty rivers, bend steel in her bare hands, and who, disguised as Linda Danvers, is that who she is lately? Fights a never-ending battle for truth, justice, and the American way. Well, I don't know about the American way anymore. I think she fights truth and justice for a better tomorrow. Aquaman, number 12. Who's facing off? This is a DC KO event. Who will win? Aquaman? Hawkman? Who do you think? Any guesses? If you've already read it, no spoilers. It's Aquaman, Swim with the Dolphins. How fun is that? I got to do that once in Hawaii, years and years ago. At a resort. It was a great time. Let's see here. Action Comics. We've got notice of foreclosure. Poor Superman. Guess the farm got to go. Can't pay the bills, Superman. And what does he just crush a piece of coal into a diamond and pay the bills with that? Seems like an easy fix. Green. This is Gotham by Gaslight. Batman, Gotham by Gaslight, League for Justice, number 6. Loving that Gothic Batman costume. Very cool. Wonder Woman versus Lobo, another KO tie-in. Again, if you've read this already somehow, or have a spoiler, don't spoil it for everybody here. But it will be interesting to see who beats who. Now, who would you bet on in a battle between Wonder Woman and Lobo? I mean, I know who my money's on, but you never know. Could be a twist or a turn, something you didn't expect. My favorite cover right there. Loving that artwork. All right. And last but certainly not least in DC Comics for this week is Batman, Absolute Batman, number 15 with the Joker. That is a sick creature. The Joker in that world is this demonic creature with all the crazy teeth. Oh, that's the 1 in 50. Look at that. That's the regular cover A. Wow. And I ordered a dramatically heavier on this one, And I got warned yesterday that we might run out day one. I immediately went in to put in orders for more. I don't know if the orders will go through or not, but we're hopeful. But we did order really heavy on this, but we had so many new people come in and pre-order it, which is great. I'm not complaining, just surprising. In the stack, this will be behind the counter because we have another 3D comic coming at you. So this is one in multiples. We have several of them over there already. We have Deadpool and another Deadpool and a Hulk and the Marvel Zombies all in 3D. And this is the newest 3D. And, we got the 3D glasses there and everything. So that's Fantastic Four number 51 in 3D. How cool is that? That is a great, cool, fun thing. Infernal Hulk is up to issue number 2 already. Time flies when you're the Infernal Hulk. Look at the action on that cover, man. Wow. All kinds of things going on there. What a great cover that is. This Infernal Hulk. That is a crazy cover, eh? Wow. It's nullified. The nullified version. Iron Frost. That's Iron Man and Emma Frost getting together. Ooh, look at that. Now, that could be just his glove, but if that's her hand or arm. It's a crystal, when it turns into diamond. She turns into diamond. I guess diamond's a kind of crystal. Long Shots, plural. It's part of the Age of Revelations tie-in. It's a tie-in to that. A lot of tie-ins to this and a lot of tie-ins to DC KO event. Punisher fans, this second cover is just sick. Not this one. This was great. I like it. Yeah, the Batman covers are great, Mr. Conrad. I just love them. Look at this. I don't think he's got a big enough gun there. I think he needs a bigger Gatling gun there. He is not in a good move. He just looks like he's in full-blown Punisher sick mode. All right. New Avengers got some cool covers, too. Look at that. Nullified Namor. Pretty cool. Nova Centurion. Up to number 2. What the heck is that? He's nullified. A lot of nullified covers this time. Sinister 6 is also tying into the Age of Revelation. This is issue number 3. Sinister's 6. Sinisters. I think that's plural possessive. I'm not certain. Sinister 6. I'd say that 10 times fast. Sinister 6. Sinister 6. Spider-Man and Wolverine. This is the nullified variant of number 8. Those dogs from hell. Holy cow. And this one, what is that? The Arachnics? In the Sights of Arachnics. It is a Wolverine spider crossover character. Arachnics. I don't know. Did he appear before? Has he been in the comic before? Is this the first time we see him? That is a weird character. And then there's this one, Spirits of Violence, as opposed to Vengeance. We've got Violence. Number 3, Spirits of Violence. Number 3. I love that one with the fiery horse. That's as cool as the motorcycle. Loving that. And this one. Wow. Some great covers here. You need your Han Solo fix. Haven't got enough. This is Han Solo, Hunt for the Falcon, issue number 4. Man, fun comics this week. I'm really loving some of the funness of these comics. The End, 2099. A lot of requests for this one. Weeks after my deadline to order it. That's all right. We put in for more orders. The End, 2099. Who knows what's happening in here? All kinds of End stuff. Ultimate Black Panther is up to issue number 3. We don't know how much longer these are going, but it's supposed to be ending. This world is coming to a rapid close. Well, look at this advertisement on the back. Godzilla Infinity Roar. Roar. Going to rampage across the cosmos. Godzilla's been everywhere. That Fantastic Four facsimile edition of number 12. That's, this iconic comic book. They hook up with the Hulk there. And a very foily one. If you are an all-new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider fan, you'll be happy today because she's in, and she's got her own nullified cover. And there's that cover because we're in the winter swimsuit deal with the snowballs. Amazing Spider-Man number 17. We've got regular, we've got nullified, we've got all kinds of wonderful art. This one has got it all. Number 17. There's something for everybody in this issue. Look at that. What a cool cover. Nullified. More like a bug, huh? And that. What do we have there? That's interesting. Unbreakable X-Men, do you think? Do you think they're actually unbreakable? This is part of the Age of Revelation thing, tie-in, number 3. He has wings on his feet. Who's got wings on their feet in the Marvel world? Ultimate, this is the Unbreakable X-Men. Ultimate Wolverine, number 12. A pile of losers there. And Ultimate Spider-Man. That's still Ultimate Wolverine. Ultimate Spider-Man is our last one in the run for this week's Marvel Comics. Well, we got through them all. Mr. Happy's been so patient through this whole thing, sitting there waiting. He's excited about the holidays. He's just been, in anticipation of what he might get for Christmas. I'm gonna have to find him something plastic. He'd like to tell you that today and this week's secret word is holidays. It's the holiday season. There's all kinds of holidays going on. If you're into the holidays, that's great. If you're not, well, that's cool too. Nobody's going to press you into it, but you can take advantage of all the sales that go on at our store. Thanks, Mr. Happy. We'll see you next time. At our store, we have Mr. Happy secret word. Get you 15% off any single item. Limit 1 per person per day. If you're a discount club member or subscriber, you get an extra 5%. So that's 20% off a single item. But we are in our holiday season, and we have our now to New Year's sale, so you probably get better discounts than Mr. Happy's discount. But some things you can get a better discount if you know that. So I would still use his secret word if you know it. It's good for one item. Yeah, you're getting thanks, Mr. Happy over there. You have fans, I think. Thank you guys so much for joining us again today, and we encourage you to put a Mistletoad under your doorway or at the top of your doorway. And what happens under the Mistletoad stays under the Mistletoad. Thank you, Aubrey, for that wonderful art, bringing my scrabble to life. I mean, she really did. This is what I drew. And told her, could you make this cool? And she laughed and said, okay, I'll see what I can do for you. And that's what she did. And what a great job. What happens under the Mistletoad stays under the Mistletoad. Merry Christmas is coming to us all. I can't wait for Santa Claus's arrival. All kinds of fun Christmas comics going on right now, too, guys. If you haven't seen them, they're still on the stands. Come in and hang out at the Comics Club for a while. We've really had a great time today, and I hope to see you back next week. And remember, read. It brings out the hero in you.